Okay, we talk about the original series episode, Day of the Dove, after this. Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd, and Day of the Dove is about this alien form of spiraling energy that feeds on the hatred of others and has a way of not only transmuting material but controlling minds, in that all of the phasers and chessboards were turned into swords, and Chekhov was led to believe that his brother was murdered by Klingons when he was an only child. And everybody on the ship becomes incredibly angry at Klingons. It takes them a little while to figure out just what's going on, but they do. And for a third season episode especially, it's really quite good science fiction. You take two warring sides and keep them going, and even suggest by the end of the episode that maybe other wars were caused this way by some catalyst that caused them to continue to fight. That's pushing things a little bit, but that's essentially what this whole story goes around. But the interesting thing to see here is the misunderstanding between our Starfleet crew and the Klingons. The Klingons say, the humans have death camps and torture. And our crew says, the Klingons have death planets and torture. And there's the first time that we've seen the Klingons as anything but just an enemy. They were, in fact, created originally as just every bad attribute that you could think of was a Klingon. They were a one-dimensional enemy. And they had no other motivation other than to do evil. And as they represent kind of the communist of the time where this episode was filmed, that's kind of instructive as to the fact that we were no more right than they were. And so what we have here is the first situation where it shows that the Klingons have a sense of honor, and that perhaps they even were misinformed about what they think about the Federation. And while by the end of the episode, they don't really say what they're going to do with them, whether they're going to turn them over to the Federation or to some midway group that would repatriate them to their own home base, it does seem that they've made the effort to understand each other. Kudos to Michael Ansara, who plays Kang. Originally, the producers wanted to bring back Kor, and John Colicos was not available. He had another project that he was working on, and very much regretted that he was not able to do this. But Michael Ansara considered it a great plum of a part. He not only gets to play the enemy, but he has a very forward role in all of this. He is the one who is making strategy. He is the one who is trying to guess the next move. He is the one who is trying to take command of the situation in the same way that Kirk was. And so it gives you kind of the same vibe as the first season episode where they are doing kind of the submarine battle with the Romulans. He's doing the same thing I would do kind of thing. While they weren't as direct with that, they certainly did suggest it. So a great performance by Michael Ansara, enough that he's brought back many years later on Deep Space Nine, along with John Colicos and I cannot think of his name now, William Campbell, who played not only Koloth in The Trouble with Tribbles, but also was Trelane in another episode. So anyway, we get kind of the genesis, if you will, of the Klingons being an honorable race, and it's something that's used to create Worf many years later. So, I'd like to know what you think about this. I think that it was, once again, for a third season episode, very well done. There was some loose ends, but I would say that a lot of the ways that people thought were caused by the alien entity. And, like for instance, their intership beaming couldn't go into the part where there were 400 crewmen, or the fact that their strategic moves were not really that good, or things such as that. But they did use it by a way of figuring things out. They were able to be persuasive, and they managed to avoid having a complete rape scene. That, unfortunately, we're still in the 60s. But beyond that, I think that it's worth seeing again, and I think that it's well done, and one of the few in the third season that is. So I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to know what you have to think about this. Please put it in the comments below. And of course, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And click a like if you would, please. We have here in the United States, Thanksgiving holiday coming up. That's not going to stop us from having a Babylon 5 review on Friday. However, Doctor Who, which is going to be on Saturday, the new special, with David Tennant as the 14th Doctor now. That will be on Saturday, and we will have our review at the latest by midday Monday, hopefully sometime on Sunday, depending on the breaks. So for those of you in the United States, we hope that you have a happy Thanksgiving, and if you're on the road, please do be careful, and we'll see you on the other side of that. Till then, don't go far.